That's what that means. Again, you'll see that this will tie back to Schedule 1.
My other question would be, may I ask you, the bonds, what we had paid, we had paid a bond.
And we paid that out this year.
Okay, I
That
just
is,
wanted to
that is
clarify.
paid.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
There's a question.
Councilman Bliss, first off, thank you for presenting this evening and being able to respond to our questions.
you. The next thing on the agenda are the minutes for June 9th. I have a motion to approve the minutes. I make a motion to approve the June 9th, 2026 council meeting minutes.
I second the motion.
Roll call.
Scruggs?
Sims,
Yes, ma'am.
Matlock,
Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes, please.
Motion is passed.
Thank you. The next thing on the agenda is correspondence as it relates to our clerks. I'm pleased to announce our clerks have completed the official training period. And so we welcome them to the staff. This point, let's go right into departmental report so we can move on. Mayor, would you like to give your report, please?
Thank you, Council President. I'll be brief. About the master plan, we did put in our application. We're still waiting. That's very important for us. We'd love to get that technical assistance to begin the process of our master plan. Again, we applied for that. That's through the county. We're still waiting to see if we're going to be accepted to that program. That would be a great starting point, baseline for us to begin all things that we're doing together as a village. So fingers crossed that we get that technical assistance from the county. State funding, capital budget, the announcements were made on the funding, on the municipalities that received funding. Unfortunately, we did not, but we will keep trying. It happens every 2 years. But what this is an example of is that there are funding sources and that we should make every opportunity to be going after these funds. And every time we go after the funds, it's a learning opportunity. So what we did learn is that, we need to have a better plan and that we need to have certain things in place. But in 2 years, we understand exactly what we need to do, and every time, we apply, we get stronger as we get more and more competitive as an applicant. So our goal is that we're not using general fund dollars, that we are going out looking for grants and other ways for us to bring in dollars to the village. It's not only about cutting, it's about bringing dollars in. So we have to make sure we're doing both and aggressively going after grants that will help support the village and other initiatives within the village. It's a great way to do that. I want to talk about camp. I'm excited about camp. We have a great team. We spent the afternoon karaokeing. I sang. A lot of my assistants sang. We had a really great time. We added a female counselor to the roster. She's a great addition to the team. She started just today or yesterday. She came on. Glorious. The girls flocked to her. So we appreciate those comments from the residents because that was a great addition to the team. Tomorrow is my town hall. Every month, again, we have a new town hall about different topics. Tomorrow we're talking about data centers and our sustainability plan. So if anyone is interested in data centers, if you've heard anything about data centers, the purpose of this meeting is for us to get our minds around what it is, what exactly could it mean for Oakwood, because we have potential plots of land where people may be, soliciting farmers to bring data centers. So we need to have that conversation and be well versed in, is this something we want in Oakwood? What are some of the questions that you may have about it? It's an educational moment, opportunity for all residents to come and discuss what a data center is, how it can benefit, how it can be a hindrance. So we're not selling or we're not pro or con, it's really educational. We want you to just understand what they are and so we can begin the conversation. So if a data center does decide to approach Oakwood, we have some idea of which way we'd like to go. Lastly, I wanted to, slip my mind, but thank you, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay.
Oh,
I was going to say, question. You have a question on the Mayor? Mayor, please. Please. Okay, I will be quick. Question, how many campers did you say total are enrolled right now?
I want to say 50, but our camp supervisor is here. Joel Lewis, how many? Just introduce yourself.
I'm Joe Lewis, supervisor. We got 52 kids.
52 kids?
Yes.
And do we have another female counselor that's going to, in case the other young lady takes off, she's absent, there should always be one female on the group. So is there another female, are you still looking for another female?
We're still
looking out?
accepting. Yes,
Okay.
yes, my assistant is helping with interviewing and bringing in, as well as, Mr. Lewis. So it's an ongoing process. So as we get applicants, we're bringing them in, background checks, full process. But we heard the concern and we are addressing it.
It's very important to have females. Okay, another thing I have to say, ask, I'm hearing rumors that our buses are not being used by Bedford schools, is that true or not?
That is true.
And
There
what
is-
happened?
There is an indemnity clause in the contract. When we first received the contract, there was a clause in the contract that will basically require us to indemnify the school district if anything was to happen. Our lawyers told us not to sign it. We returned it back and asked them if there could be any negotiation on the clauses, basically saying we would hold them in agreement with an indemnity clause in a scenario where you're busing children. Law director, if you'd like to explain?
Yeah, that's true. They wanted us to be totally responsible for anything that happened on the bus. Mr. Clymer and the mayor objected to that, I agreed. It was just, and we had it reviewed by our insurance company to make sure that that was, we could do that. They didn't like that language, so the schools finally, they wouldn't relent on it, correct?
We sent the agreement back over and it's with their lawyers. So I sent an email letting them know if, we are willing to work with them, but that clause is non-negotiable. They cannot keep that in the contract.
So is this the first year they've done something like that, or I've never heard of it before?
Well, it's the underwriters of the insurance that really, they flagged it. They don't support that, so.
So they never did all these other years, because we've had Bedford schools forever and ever for some care. That's
Well,
what
maybe
I'm
this is
asking.
the first year they wanted to put that in the contract, maybe this is the first year someone looked at it.
Second question, what are our buses now? Who's transporting our children, camp children?
I'm not sure the exact service, but it's a company that came recommended through, I think Cleveland Public Schools, another school district.
So another school district is transporting our children right now?
No,
Or
it's
not?
another bus company that came recommended through another school district.
And they have no indemnity clause in
No.
their contract? So
Not
this-
at all.
So they're covering our children when they're on their buses, is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, and those children have been, or those drivers have been background checked, and their buses have been checked mechanically, you have representation, I don't know, I'm just asking, because private schools, I know how they're being checked, but I haven't read it on other people, so that's what I'm asking, these are our children.
Have we checked the buses mechanically?
No, yes, have you checked to see if they have the certification that they've been checked?
What we require from them in Montello, we require a certificate of insurance, terms of agreement, and there was one more, just a letter agreement between them, but they provided a certificate of insurance, a letter agreement, and there may have been one more document that we required of them before we move forward.
So we don't do background, they don't have to have background checks for their drivers?
That, we personally aren't doing that, but I believe that is what
But
the
that's
company's doing.
But you don't know for sure, or you do know? Do you know for sure, sir? I'm just curious.
I believe they're a reputable company, yes, I believe they're not only doing one of those school districts, they're doing several school districts. It's a company that's been in business for a long time.
But have we checked out that they have done background checks? That's the question.
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, and will we find out if they have background checks? That is a big question, especially for the community.
Sure, we can,
Okay.
put that question to.
We'll get
We don't wanna
verification.
assume.
Yeah, I
We wanna make
understand,
sure.
verification.
So, do we have a timetable for negotiations, or how's that process going?
Negotiations of,
You said that you guys send back in the clause or the contract for them to take a
Well,
call out?
the way negotiation works is you present an offer, counter, you present an offer, there's a counter. So we countered, and now we wait for them to present an offer. They have not presented an offer yet. But our kids have places to go every day. So they have field trips on Wednesdays, they have field trips on Fridays. So we can't not have our kids participate in the activities that we already paid for, waiting for them to counter the proposal.
I understand that, I was just asking for a timeframe.
Well, whenever they get back to us, so ask them.
Okay, one other question, Mayor. When we entered the contract, what is the timeframe of the contract? For
It's
just this session, this season,
Timeframe of the contract and
That is correct.
negotiation.
timeframe of the
The
contract?
contract is just for the season, for the camp
That's
season.
my question, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions?
So is there a different cost for transportation, or is it the same?
It's actually, it's a little cheaper.
Cheaper.
With the new vendor,
Yeah, the new one.
it's a little cheaper.
Do you have any other questions? No. No. Any other questions? All right, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Attorney, you?
I don't really have a report there, Madam Chairman, and just, if anybody has any questions, we have answers them. Just, getting to know everybody, starting to, work with people, enjoying it, thank you for the opportunity. And we are working on some of those demolitions, one prop, 24815 Broadway, service was perfected, and the owner has pulled the demolition permit and should be down within this summer for sure. I just have to go through some testing that you normally have to do when you have to demolish a home. So they're in the process of doing that. The other properties,
Can you give me that address, excuse me, is it something Broadway?
24815 Broadway. Is that the burnt house? I'm not sure. That's-
Oh, across the street, what?
And so the owner cooperated and it's pulling the permit and it should be down in the next month. The other properties, we're having no one's signing for the certified mail, so we have some legal, we have to do a lien search to make sure we notify everybody that has an interest in the property, and we're in the process of doing that. We did have a phone call from 22904 Kirkland, which it's owned by a trust. The owner's daughter is saying that they're trying to sell the property, and she seems willing to work, or maybe that's the wrong one, I'm sorry, that might be, let's see, that's I'm not sure the address is correctly, but 22904 has been served, and we received a phone call from the owner's daughter and another call from a realtor discussing the non-conforming zoning status. They were concerned whether they could, build another home there if they do demolish it, and so they're in the process of Mr. Clymer, and our building official, they're in the process of making a determination about that, and then the other properties we haven't served yet. And then, let's see, what else is in this memo? 73083 was recently transferred to a new corporation. We will be sending them notices about any violations that exist on my property. And then we have about 25229 Stephen and 26307 Tyrone on the building officials list as a priority. And he was also made aware of a new property on Tyrone. It's I'm saying it right, but it's
Try.
I had to look. 25823 Try.
And what was the Stephen, they asked,
25229 Stephen.
Yes, and so those are already applied, I read?
No, I think
It's
it's
working, there's
regarding
some-
violations.
Yeah, there's some of this, okay.
And then, so the building officials prioritizing these things. Also, the services are perfected for the grading at the north end of North Hampstead. We have received a request for appeal. I'm not quite sure what that involves, but we're concerned about it. That's in the process. The DCOMM property has a permit to install their fence, and the fence location stakes have been installed, so I believe the contractors pulled a permit on that issue. And then Gray Brothers, they're gonna tell them they can't operate it because they don't have you can only use a used car lot when you have a new car lot, so he's gonna be telling them they cannot operate without a conditional use permit. And that's basically his report to me and the mayor as of a couple of days ago, and
So my question was about Gray Brothers, you said that I thought he already had given them a non-use citation or whatever, and they were supposed to be going to court, because the last I heard, they were going to court. And I was telling you, no, anymore.
no, that's,
Okay, I
I
just
think that
curious.
is the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. I think we will be back in court soon. The problem is it's obviously a corporation. They're from Texas or something, so you have to sue the corporation rather than there's no individual you can go after. And there's not much that a court can do for violations to a corporation. You can't put them in jail, you can't put them on probation. You can fine them for a daily violation,
Yes.
financially. But our goal is to get in compliance, so I don't know.
We can talk.
Yeah, I don't think Gray Brothers, they're gonna do much, I understand.
The Gray Brothers have an associate or a chain down in, you sit down in, Lee Road or something, I brought a chain, whatever, another chain up there, I mean, the same company. So they have other branches of their same company, and that company is just as much as NFS as this Gray Brothers is.
Yes,
So there's, okay, it's gotta be somebody you can bring to, because this has been going on for a long time. Okay, please.
real quick, Madam Chairman, I think it's, they were trying to piggyback on their license in another city as we are a used car and we're gonna sell, a new car, dealer, and they were trying to piggyback on that so they can do, sales, internet sales. But, that's, according to Mr. Clymer and Mr. Swancione and James Decker, building official, that they can't do that, so. Mr. Decker apologizes for not sending a letter out sooner, but he's now making it a priority, and we'll get it done.
Can I make one final comment? We have danced this dance before you.
I hear you, yeah.
We
I
have,
haven't been involved.
and I hadn't met you until recently, so, but I knew your name. I don't mean to go down this road, but I'm going. In court, I understood you were the attorney, am I correct?
Mr. Swancione was the prosecutor, I was assistant.
Something is,
I was with there, he was training me to bring me up to speed with some of
something is not good here. It doesn't take that long to make that property right. So, I'm going to say to you this publicly. As a council and as a community, we're going to ask you to use everything in your toolbox. We have had enough. It's just time. We were told that the police department was involved. We were told the building department was involved. And now, I'm so sad to hear that we're at the starting gate again. Somebody's telling them they're out of compliance. Something is wrong here. And so, we're gonna make a promise that we're gonna give this our undivided attention. And that doesn't make, it doesn't. And I think what really bothers me is that the property adjacent to it, we've purchased it, we have plans for it, and it does not look good for the community when you come into our community, and that's the first thing you see. So, we want you to give it a priority, your department.
Yes.
And please keep us up to your council people, council representatives, please. Keep us updated on what's going on. Please, thank you. Thanks.
Still a response regarding the Lambert Bank properties, the 5 parcels at Lansing and our youth.
Remind me, whether we're going to sell them or
Yes.
There
was a proposal to build homes.
I have not heard of any proposals about it, and I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that question, but I can look into it for you.
Okay?
Lance, anything?
Lansing and our youth.
Just
5 parcels.
Fine. Okay, Mayor Capper.
So,
Yes, Councilperson Scruggs, on the record, I had a question about the process of identifying, ownership of a property for a resident who has passed away, no family, and the house is vacant. We have a property on, Riverdale and, the corner of Riverdale and Columbus, and I was made aware by the neighbors that resident has passed away, that there's no more family. We have our service department going over there, cutting the grass, neighbors cutting the grass just to make it look like somebody still lives there. But the home is empty, and we're trying to figure out what is the process to try to identify ownership so that we could see if we've even made aware that it has so much flood damage or damage from different things that nobody is probably gonna need them on as well. So just trying to figure out how do we find out ownership at this point.
that's fairly easy, you just check the county records to see who owns it. I can check the probate court to see if the family's initiated a probate proceeding, try to,
If they're passed, then what would be the next recourse?
a lot of times the family members walk away and they don't want to take care of.
Cross the street.
But yeah, you can try to, we can do service by that, but it is a tough situation, you're right. The family doesn't want it, there's really nowhere to go after. But but the council could declare a nuisance in order action and tell us to demolish it, but it costs money, you know. So that's the thing, you know, all this stuff, even that Gray Brothers, thing, we bring a suit downtown to get an injunction or a restraining order, that's all, you know, in addition. I don't care what I'm just saying, it's no reason practice, so submits a bill for that. Not me per se, but, you know, we might have to retain outside counsel help.
Whatever we need. We'll get it down.
All right, gotcha.
Any more questions? All right, Karen, you gave your report, is there anything else you'd like to address the council, the committee?
I do not.
All right, thank you for your time. May we have the report from the police department, Captain Fisher?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I'm just gonna go over a couple summer events that we're having. A lot of people have been asking us about them. First of all, everybody knows about our Citizens Academy, which is gonna be in September, so that's a little bit, going in the fall. But Citizens Academy, we still need persons to sign up. We only have 4 or 5 people that have signed up so far, so you guys can go on our Facebook, or we have flyers back there, you can sign up for the Citizens Academy. It's really a great class to take. In August, we're gonna have our 3-on-3 basketball tournament down at Booker Avenue at the playground over there. That's gonna be August 2nd, which is a Sunday, around 3 to 6 o'clock. We usually have about 40 people, smaller kids, and we also have the older teenagers and stuff come out and play basketball against the police department. Police department are the champs 2 years in a row. Yeah, so.
Knocking down the
Hey, I mean, it's an older kid. Also, we are gonna start this coffee with the cops, probably in July. I'm looking at July 16th, try to do once a month at either Dunkin', McDonald's. Starbucks is a little bit small, but we're gonna be having coffee with the cop, which is just a basic, it's not a meeting, it's casual conversations with police officers in the community. You can talk about anything you want to. Officers won't be responding to calls. We're literally just gonna be there talking, residents' concerns, safety concerns, anything that they wanna talk about is just casual conversation. And we're gonna have every officer in our department take place in it. So that way, everybody gonna meet every officer, to be 2 or 3 officers each month that we have this. So that way you guys can come down, meet the officer, get to know who is behind the badge.
All right.
And the last thing is a good thing for everybody, the boat on Swanee has been removed. So I think you guys got an email about that. It was, the police department and the service department finally got that thing out of there. It was just a dangerous situation. And the difference between cars and boats, to have a boat moved and destroyed, you have to go through the Department of Wildlife. It was a big hassle, so we finally got it done with the help of Tommy and the police department. So we had that situation cleared out.
And may I ask you, tell me, I saw, is it the one that's parked by the service department in the driveway? That
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, question also, where is, Chief Ben? He hasn't been at the meetings at all. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Right now, he's just on sick leave.
He's
So
still on sick, he's on sick leave now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and also, does he still have his car when he's on, I have no idea.
his car is parked.
His car is parked back here, okay. Okay,
Mhm, sure.
appreciate it, tell him our best wishes.
Sure.
Now since you're moving boats,
Yeah.
there's a boat on Milburn that sits in the back, in the cul-de-sac, up close to the property. It's been there for years. I think it's starting to collect animals.
Well, whose property, you know?
You know, I think it's the guy's property on Richmond Road. And his property, what's his name that used to live? He used to be a council person, started with T and passed away.
Townsend?
Townsend lived on.
No, it's right next door to Mrs. Lawrence, property.
The council person that was female.
No, he passed like 2008, 2000.
Jones?
No, Jones was
Oh,
on Richmond.
Richmond. I thought she said Richmond.
It is Richmond.
Richmond?
Kind of shocked, she's talking about the shorter white fella, he knew all the answers, or whether the white collar shirt.
What's his name?
I'm blanking out myself.
Diversity?
Diversity, yeah, well, diversity.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah. His old property goes all the way back to Miss Lagan's property. I don't think they call her Lagan anymore, but I always call her Lagan. But there's a boat sitting there. They have not moved in years. It's just sitting back there in that back area on the end of that property. Okay? That needs to go. And then there's also, because you already had some new residents that moved into that house. Because he's gone. He
Well, we have to find out who, who
Yeah.
owns it.
Who
We
owns
can't just go and get it.
No, I understand that, but, when I approached them, they said, oh yeah, that boat's been back there for years. So they, it's been back there since they purchased their home. And then what about right across from me, there's a boat sitting,
in the front yard.
yeah, on the front yard,
Okay.
you
I think.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Chief, you told me about that one.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry, Kevin.
that's on
Yes.
Oakwood property,
That's Oakwood.
that's Oakwood property that boat is sitting on, okay?
Yeah.
And it's been, that little home there has been dispersing a lot of raccoons.
Yeah, we had that also, I think we did put that in just for the, Ohio Department of Wildlife Protection.
Okay.
They just had to give us a clear.
There's a clearance just to get out, but there is a boat back there on that property right behind.
Okay.
And it's been sitting there for, I know it's been there. Yep, it's right up in that area and you can see it. The dead end is up where Richard Bursky used to live. I think it was his property, goes all the way across that back. Yeah.
All right, one more question. The coffee, coffee with the cop.
Yes.
How do we know which place you're gonna be at? Or
We're gonna have flyers.
Website? Oh, flyers.
We're gonna have flyers, put it
Okay.
on our Facebook,
Okay.
and
thank you.
also, once I get it all the way, set up, I'll let all you guys know.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sure.
Karen Baker for Recreation.
Thank you. Recreation is still up and running, thriving. Activities are going well. We're looking forward to our next day trip in August. Will be the Lion King. It's already sold out. As soon as you lose. And we're getting up. We were looking to have a walking club with Chastity.
That sounds good.
But one day it rained and canceled. And we have another walking club that sprung up, Walking with Sophia. That will be on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and also 6 p.m. And that will conclude my.
That starts where is that started? Walking, where they started?
They come up to the community center.
Okay, that's, okay.
Starting point.
Okay, you said 9 and 6, it'll be 9 or 6?
They have one at 9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and also 6 p.m. on Thursday.
And, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take your, Madam Chair, I know I did it again, I'm sorry.
You did it again, Mary.
I'm sorry. Real quick, how many came to how many signed up and how many came to your, the last event? You went to
Put we
Yes.
had 21 signed up
Okay,
and we had 18. We had 19, we had 19, that-
21 signed up, but 19 only showed up, is that what you're saying with the
Yes.
tickets? Okay. Okay, they all rode the bus, what is it,
we had a
bus or
couple
not?
drive to the, actual port.
Right,
They caught up with us once they got there.
okay, and did we hire a charter bus for that trip, or
Yes,
was it a
we
regular
did.
school?
It was a charter.
Charter bus, and you know how much it costed? Yes.
I don't know how much that was.
Okay, can you get back to me with whatever it costs for that trip? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, so Mr. Sims.
Sims right here, for summer camp, I just wanted to know how
I'm
many,
not part of the summer camp.
so who would
That
that
would
be?
be Mr. Joe.
Okay, how many days out of the week is the camp ran?
I'm sorry?
How many days out of the week is the camp ran?
5 days.
5 days, okay. Alright, that's all I have.
Thank you. Fire, anybody have?
Does the same person prepare the meals every Wednesday for the senior lunch?
No,
Varies.
we have 4 different venues, pretty much.
And who, this past Wednesday, who was
Past
the
Wednesday, She goes by Flavor.
Flavor Catering
Yes.
on Rockside. Flavor Catering on Rockside.
Yeah.
Have your question answered, Councilman?
Do we pay the same amount to each one, or is it based on what they serve?
No, we pay the same amount across the board.
Thank you.
And can you tell me, I'm sorry,
Mary, hold on. You're overzealous tonight.
No, I just wanted, because she asked how we pay the same amount, so what do we pay per week?
500.
What is it?
500.
Okay, honey, thank you, because we're looking for the budget, thank you. Okay, thank you.
That was last.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's Wednesday.
Any other questions? There are none. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you very much.
All right. Engineer, we've had your report. Tom Howell?
Oh, engineer, I just have one more question.
Okay.
Do you wanted to come back?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to make sure that we were clear. Yeah, and actually, if you don't mind, I'll start with one piece of good news that I did receive, and that regarding that, which was that we did receive word from Chris Ronayne yesterday that we were funded for the Broadway Oakleaf project through the county 50/50 program. So between that and OPWC, that project is now 100% funded. So we'll be able to get that done in '27 for no village money, which is good, great news. If I could go back to what we talked about in work session.
Excuse me, Council, tell them the part of the road. It's the part right by the sign when you're coming past Circle K.
Right, yeah, so,
So it's like
okay,
really
so yeah, the portion of the road, it's the Broadway Oakleaf intersection, and then Broadway from Oakleaf towards Circle K, stopping just short of Forbes Road. That's the portion that's gonna be done under that project. It's the part that rattles your teeth right now. So, yeah, that's, and again, we can't take it across, the Forbes Road intersection is about 3/4 of that's actually in the city of Bedford. We stopped short of that because we're doing this application ourselves. The portion that we are covering is entirely the village, so. Thank you for that. Going back to the work session items, I think my direction then is to go forward with the NatureWorks number 55 as presented, which I'm gonna plan, I'm hoping that you'll be able to pass that as an emergency this evening. So that I have that direction from you and I can put that application in. We'll have it fine-tuned and I'll have more details about it for you at the next meeting. It will actually be due the following day, but at least you'll know what we're doing at that point. As far as the CDBG and CDSG, I did mention that we have a contingency plan where we can go after funding for roads with those, if that is the direction of council. Again, I did present it as going after the park, but if council's intent is to utilize that funding for roads, we can do that as well.
Question.
Yes.
If we decide to go for roads, what roads did you have?
Okay, so, and it's going to depend on whether or not we receive the special immunity grant funds, okay? We applied for special immunity grant funds to do Blackburn and Weber Park. Those are the worst two, okay? I would argue that probably the right thing to do would be to, if we do not receive the special immunity grant funding for those roads, that we would apply for those two roads under this program. If we do receive the special immunity grant funds, and I was really, stepping aside, I was really hoping we would have heard back by now. I had a meeting with CDBG this morning, they still haven't released the information. It's very unfortunate because almost everybody that's applying for these funds is in the same situation. They're like, if we don't get funded through special, we're gonna apply for it in some program. It's due in 2 weeks, we need council approval, everybody's in the same boat. Anyway, if we don't get that funding, I would suggest that we go to the next two streets on the list as far as conditions go that are eligible. That would be Rock Lane and Kirkland. Those would be my suggestions.
And you said, yes, I know, there I go again. I said I was done for what that was done with the other.
Mary Davis is speaking.
Mary,
Go ahead, Mary.
No, just a question. You said the funding will not come for all these until 2027?
That's correct. These are for 2027.
Okay, and then and we won't know about them until towards the end of 26, is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, so The CDBG, CDSG applications, we usually hear back on those in like September, October, somewhere in that range. NatureWorks, we should know sooner than that, I believe.
Okay, all right, thank you. There's a question coming from Councilperson Haddock.
To my understanding, and I don't know if you know this or not, maybe it was, the other,
Oh, Ren?
Yeah, Ren. Question, when Jean Street was put in, it's just like in Ward 1. When Jean Street was put in and all the houses were finalized,
Yes.
they were informed that there was supposed to be a layer or something placed on that street. It was supposed to, they were supposed to redo that street. However, it was just like it sounded like it was something like Ward 1 was actually going through, where money was supposed to be set aside in order to have that street completed. And it was not done. There any way, I'll get you some more information on it.
Sure.
To find out what it would cost to finalize Jean Street. When
Yeah.
those homes were built, they were promised that, I guess that street would be finalized and it wasn't finalized.
I can look into that. I do know that that road did receive its final surface course prior to the homes being constructed. I was, believe it or not, I was around that, and I was working under Ed at that time. But I don't recall any sort of agreement about them coming back through after the homes are done. I will tell you, that is extremely unusual. I'd be really surprised if that were the case. I've in all the communities I work for, I've never heard of that.
Okay,
So
well,
that would be surprising to me.
Right, well, the residents have brought that to my attention, so I'm just now asking the question because I thought maybe Jean Street had been completed. But I do know that money was placed aside for Ward 1, and I thought maybe this was another situation where it was placed aside, but the street was never
I
finalized.
can ask Ed if he recalls anything about that, and I can ask him to look at his files, but I'd be really surprised if that were the case.
I just need to know that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mary, I can see your hand on
Yes, well, I just wanted to know if, real quick, are we finished now? Because it still has the bumps for the Broadway, with Macedonia, Twinsburg, Glen Willow, and Oakwood. The four of us, remember the intersection that they were fixing? They have one more coat to go over because they still have the land, the things are still sticking up.
No, I'm pretty sure it's done.
Yeah.
It's,
legislation, you and the mayor presented the Gloria Wainwright Park Playground improvements.
right.
And the vision that we talked about, combining these two grants and no out of funds pocket, no funds out of pocket for the village. But I understand now that in a reconfigured plan here is that if I'm understanding this correctly, NatureWorks program grant will be used for the playground.
That's correct, yeah, that's what we'll apply for. Again, it's a competitive program, no guarantees we'll get it, but, we'll apply for those funds.
And we made 25%.
And in one way or another, now again, as the mayor pointed out, in-kind contributions do count. So, if the service department may be able to perform some of the work.
Yeah.
And that would count towards the match.
I guess and thank you for that information, the point.
The intent, yeah.
Right, but now, can we still?
Bring that place up, we can build stuff out of there, we can get something new in there. It's just not gonna be as grand as what we could do if we would gone after the other funds.
Thank you, that's what I want to hear.
Yes.
Any other questions? Marlene, Human Loss, and let me hear from the fire department.
Good evening. I have nothing to report from fire. I'm here for any questions if you have any.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, Tom Hopper, service?
Nothing to report either, except answer a couple of questions. I touched base with Ms. Matlock and Ms. Davis today about the banners for the veterans. And that's been sent in, our punch list has been sent in to First Energy, and don't know the answer yet. We identified 20 poles that we thought would be well used on Broadway, that could be used, and it's up to them to say yes or no, or they said they might change them, and one gentleman from First Aid said he would help us out and work as a mediator between us and the people and come out and do the checklist and everything, so hopefully that goes quickly.
Do we know when they're coming or not yet? Not yet.
No, it
You
was
need us
just,
to come with you, I mean, at the same time, or you don't?
yeah, I just talked to him, yesterday morning, I called twice, because he means that he called me back last night, and we emailed it this morning, and he said he would get back with us.
Okay, if you need more, just call.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Tom.
Hold on.
Are you finished?
Are you finished?
Yes, okay.
Question, poles. First Energy is gonna come out and look at the,
The ones that we identified,
those were all electrical poles, correct?
correct.
Okay. There's another question I have.
And I said they went further than you guys wanted, I know you guys wanted from Tryon to Pettibone, or, from Macedonia to Alexander, whichever way you looked at it.
Yes.
But we couldn't find enough worthy poles that didn't have, they gotta be high enough, and they can't have junction boxes on and everything else, so,
Okay.
so we had to go further down.
Further down, okay.
I was
Both
looking
sides, just a little bit past Alexander,
Okay,
and starting at about the community center.
thank you.
I was looking at some other cities. Question, do the utility company have control of the poles that are telephone poles now that we don't use, or they don't use? Or do they have to be electrical poles? I mean, I see a lot of other communities that have utilized the telephone poles to put their banners on, and it looks like they buy, I'm not
We
saying.
took every pole we could, we were trying to get every pole we could use.
Huh?
We were taking every pole that we thought we could use.
Okay, so that would be considered like the telephone pole and the electrical pole?
Yeah, if there's a pole, but, basically all telephone poles, but, any pole that was out there, we tried, that we thought we could use, we put down. Identified.
So that would be considered also the telephone poles that are there, because they're no
Correct.
longer, they're
Correct.
obsolete, they're just there.
Correct, so we got the 20, and they're gonna come out and tell us, yeah or no, what, which one we could use.
Okay, all right. Thanks, I was just trying to, kind of like,
Yeah.
we get the bucket truck fixed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
So
right.
bucket truck gets
Yeah.
fixed and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions, Ms. Hart, you asked last meeting about the big tank in Bedford Heights
Yes.
on Solon Road, that is belong to the city of Bedford Heights. I hadn't seen it before, it is big, it's for overflow for when you get heavy rains. So the rainwater doesn't mix with the sewage, it ends up in the creeks like it does in almost every city around here. And that's supposed to hold like 2 million gallons of affluent, so when the rain slow down, that'll go into the pump station and, be cleaned and sent in on its way. So it won't end up in the ditches or the creeks.
I don't mean to be.
It's a reservoir, so when it rains, anytime like we get it, Cleveland gets it all the time, all that affluent goes into Lake Erie when it pours rain,
Okay,
and the pump stations can't handle it, that stuff goes into Lake Erie. Bedford Heights is trying to make sure none of their stuff goes into any creeks or anything like that, it's, so.
okay.
If their pump station would overflow, it would go into that tank right there.
Now it makes sense. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay. So I was wondering, how do you make sure the water comes in the tank? I got you. I understand.
Are we still having some issues with the residents in Ward 1, back on Cambridge, Robertsdale, going over into Hawthorne Valley, regarding overflow water buildup? I remember some residents stating that their basements or whatever.
Yeah, Councilman Scruggs was out there, we did some work behind 2 of the yards last fall, and I haven't heard any bad things about it, but
I may have something for you, okay, in regards to that. It could be that issue that you really,
yeah,
that
the
also.
one homeowner claims that Matt was there the whole time
We
with
gonna go
us.
we gonna go with it now.
But-
There is something that I found out about, could be a driver to that issue. Okay, but I'm gonna talk to both of you about it,
Okay.
because maybe that's something that we could take off of our plate. It could be a possibility, is what I'm saying. I just got a message back, so is something we can probably work on. And then just one more thing, if you don't mind. One more, because I know he's tired of me with this, with the Harris property.
Yeah, I talked to Ms. Harris, I talked to you.
We found out that the date that that letter came in to her regarding her property was in December. Okay, it's December, I think, when that building was put up. She got the envelope, but she don't have the letter. She doesn't have the letter, because she said she brought it up here to be Xeroxed off. I do have our, building department, the young man that was there, he was gonna research the files to see if that was inside of the file. But the letter came in December. It was a December stamp date on that envelope, so we just have to find it. But in the meantime, I was looking up TIFs as we were talking about TIFs with MACB. And it is something such as a TIF that can build on the property, as long as it's used for their property or whatever, or just expanding on it or expounding on it, trying to get things done. I'm looking at MedVet, the TIF money that is there for them, okay? And seeing if we could do something with that backyard.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know, we just wanna make it right, and I know it's in existence.
But if you can find that letter, they said they're happy to do it, if you can find a letter, they say they have no knowledge of it.
Okay, well, we have the dates of it or whatever, they can be happy to do it, but we do have TIF money. We do have to make good of this, because Mayor Gottschalk is all over record since I've been in office about that house and about that parking lot and about it being open, and he even mentioned it. And I think you were here when they was talked about, closing that down and putting something up, bushes, whatever it was, to kind of like blind that, that backyard off from that parking lot, from the vet center. Okay, but I'm gonna continue to look. That's one thing I have been looking for, is that letter. We've been going through, different options.
Maybe one suggestion that would help you is, instead of talking to Mrs. Harris, talk to Mr. Harris, because he says it's fine the way it is.
I know.
A man will say, I'm not trying to be funny, but a man will say it's fine the way it is. Okay, but she's actually saying that there is some issue with it, and we're gonna please her.
Okay, we have two more questions. Okay, Councilperson Warren.
Just a quick question for Mayor Nicholas. For the property, the ice cream property, and the business, Northern Hazard, any updates, information regarding those two?
Not at this time.
All right, Councilperson Sanders.
Tommy, I just wanted to say thank you, Captain Freeman, for filling out the report, and Nikki, all, continuing conversation, communication, and working diligently removing that boat from Swanee. The homeowners were very pleased once it was removed. I also wanted to talk about the department report that I received today. And I wanted to understand what your guys were doing, or what all happens when you guys work on the community garden. I see it here listed a few times.
It all depends, it's just about 100% done, we put a fence in there today, and I think Friday and today, we put some chicken wire on the bottom of it, because there's their little small animals getting through, so we're putting that on. We put one time we got a picnic table to put there with the umbrella and a stand and stuff like that. We've done, we were watering it every day like we water with the flowers, but that doesn't take long. We put 2 rain barrels down there so the residents can use watering most of it themselves. That's basically, I know the mural has still not been painted, and we have just a touch of work to do on that, the back of it. We just have a little bit of touch of work to do. That's what we did finish that. That might be on there about 10 days ago. We had to frame the mural so the wood didn't rot. And so it's coming off the top of my head.
All right, I appreciate that.
Sure.
And then I see in here and this will be for both you and the mayor. What was done in the mayor's office renovation? I see it listed a few time been here as well.
Paneling taken down, drywall put up, you know, all the work that goes along with drywall, painting, new baseboards, new plates for light switch and outlets.
And then Mayor, do you have an update on the grant for the community garden? Are we still pursuing that? Are you still pursuing that?
The NOPEC dollars were awarded. You will pass the legislation for that.
And then, do we have a cost for your renovations in your office? Or,
What was it, maybe 1,500 for the,
And she probably has a tablet, it's all been turned in, but she probably has a
yeah,
tablet.
you have to tabulate it, but it's not more than 4,000.
alright. Yeah, that's all.
That brings to mind, can I kind of begin?
I know, I'll wait till after you, go ahead. I just wait. I haven't even read one.
I hate to see who's gonna have much to do. That's all right, dear. We don't know what we do without it. The grants that we're gonna deal with tonight, it was mentioned by the engineer that some of this can be offset by in-kind contributions.
Right.
So I say to the administration and to Tommy, if that's the case, these kind of activities, you're going to have to start tracking it,
Yeah, that, yeah.
okay? Because we will be using that, your services, those dollars to offset whatever, if in fact we go through with this.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a procedure or it's a form.
That's something we would handle at our end, because it's, you know, we have to be able to account for it when we do the grant reimbursement requests, which would go through me.
Okay,
So I'll work with Tommy to make that happen,
okay, so,
on that particular one.
okay, so,
Yeah.
so there is a mechanism to handle it?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my question. All right, thank you both.
And a quick,
Mary?
are we gonna get flags, I mean, not just our banners, I'm talking about our regular flags that we put along.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
things. We haven't
Okay,
done,
enough trouble.
I mean, we missed Memorial, we missed Flag Day, and now July 4th has come up. And
All good things take time, really. All good things take time.
I know,
In the Coast Guard and others, that we didn't pick them up yet, they're in Cuyahoga Falls, so they're ready to be picked up, but we'll have them up next week.
All right.
Thank you.
Before we open the floor, let me make sure I have all the service, I think I do.
Before you open the floor, I would like to read a statement from our building department.
Okay.
You missed building.
It says me.
We have a representative from
Okay, building department, yes, sir.
Thank you, Council President. Just real brief to double back what Mr. Montello said about the demos. 24815 has been down, it's down.
is that the one across the street?
Yes, one across the street, that was down. To my knowledge, a couple of inspections that need to happen before they backfill it. They gotta get a clean hole inspection, and then they can fill the dirt. Then we'll talk to them about that grass over there as well, once that's done. And then, just to double back, I know the Maloney family on Tryon has some concerns about 25823. I've issued 3 citations for 3 different things, and Mr. Montello and I are gonna actually write a citation to them and try to get them to comply. See
Where
what
is
we
it?
can do with that. 25823 Tryon.
That's what they're working on?
Next door
Yeah.
to that.
I'm gonna ask you if he wants to cut that. I know you told a whole lot immediately.
Well, he started taking some of the debris out.
Okay.
We'll
still wait for your word on it.
We can go. Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow when I'm ready to go. But, that's it. But yes, ma'am.
This is Councilperson Scruggs. So just for clarification, we've been watching our language on what we've been saying to our residents. So I want to make sure that I'm hearing clearly. We're not issuing citations, or are we issuing just like notifications?
So
What
I've
is
been
it
issuing
called?
just violations.
Violations,
In order
okay.
to issue a citation, it either has to come from our law department or our building inspection. So now we're at the citation part to where they will be summoned to court.
Okay. As
And
you
that
said,
has to come
citations,
from the
I
law
wanna make sure.
department or Mr. Decker, but that's the stage we're at with that property.
Thank you, sir.
Let me ask
Yes.
you, this is Matt Rock. The home that you just addressing, did we go to the guy who's building next door on that property?
It's with the purple dumpster next to it. I have not spoke to them at all.
Talk to that individual. Because my understanding is, and I don't know if it's so, that they own that property. They own that property, and it was said that if, once they finish building that home, then they were going to move over and work on the second home. But that really is not excusing them for dumping all of that debris on that property and not cleaning it up and not having the grass cut accordingly. But that is the understanding that both properties belong to that one individual.
I'll look into that. I have.
Just look into it and just
Yep, I did speak to the owner of that property. Not sure if he has both, but we have.
look into it.
I will.
Okay.
And I apologize, we haven't formally met, I apologize. Only on the phone, so thank you for coming.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, any other reports? You ready? Yeah. Let's have some, Councilperson Sims has a report.
So, I have a letter from Roland Walker, our previous building code inspector. It states, to all council, Village of Oakwood, and Village of Oakwood residents, I was wrongfully terminated on May 29th, 2026 by Mayor Erica Nicollet, but was informed by the mayor of my termination on June 1st due to her not having time to do so the past week before. On my arrival to work, the mayor stated her reasoning for my termination that was quoted. I needed to have a relationship with her and not so much of a relationship with council. She went on to say that she did not appreciate Councilman Sims inquiring the grievance that I had in regards to retaining the second building department vehicle for the new hire. Let it be known that I never submitted a grievance regarding the matter. I simply sent out an email explaining the importance of having the second vehicle replaced due to the new part-time inspector. The mayor also stated that she did not like Councilman Sims questioning her to why the two job positions were still posted on the website.
Councilperson Sims, at the advice of council, I have been asked to ask you to suspend the reading of that.
Perhaps, Madam Chairman, it's better, if it's going to be discussed any further, it'd be better for us to do it in executive session. Just to, potential liability, somebody's gonna say something, sir.
I'm sorry, even if the person.
What is the potential liability? And is it
First of all, we don't know if it's true, and it's just an internal legal standpoint. You mentioned wrongful termination, that could be a loss, right?
All right, so let's, I'm going to hear his advice. That's how okay we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this is the first we're hearing, it's probably nothing else more than, you're right. I would represent no.
Okay. All right, so at the night council, this is not the, where we want for any further.
We'll process it as a complaint, I suppose. Do it that way.
Okay. All right, let's go on. Okay, Kenji Madlock and Mary Davis would like to address the audience very quickly.
No, and also Ms. Scruggs.
Oh, Ms. Scruggs,
We are in charge of the finance committee, or not in charge, but we're part of the finance.
An awesome threesome.
So
I'm about to
it took
address
three
you.
of us to work on this.
Need help? Yes,
No.
But, okay. What we have been doing with our time, last part of it, is we have been working with the Veterans Commission downtown. In regards to our veteran banners. This is what it looks like. This is what's going up down Broadway. Aren't we happy for Oakwood? You see who I pulled out? Joe Mesnick. Okay. We did have 20 applicants that came in and applied for the veteran banners to be placed on Broadway. Some of these it's very interesting when you really start talking to veterans. Some veterans didn't want to participate, and I was kind of like reluctant to it, but that's okay. All right, because they're still gonna have that opportunity to do so. The Veteran Commission, the ones that we have put out before, we stated, once they gave us information, there will be $100 for the banners to be made. Well, guess what, veterans who put in, we're gonna give you the $100 back. Okay, the Veteran Commission is going to pay for all of the veteran banners to go down Broadway. All right, so moving forward, we right now cannot. We just got these back. Tommy is doing us a terrific job by trying to get these up, and we want to put them in between flags. We have one veteran that is still missing at war since World War II and Korean War. We want his banner placed in front of our government building, okay? Because as of yet, they have not found the body, okay? So we're gonna have that banner placed, and do have missing person on it. I think it's just personal. It's something that we should do, and his body should be placed in front of a government building. Moving forward with the Veterans Program, Veteran Commission have dedicated themselves to Oakwood Village, Ohio. We're gonna be putting out a list because we want every veteran in Oakwood to sign this list. We want to know your whereabouts if you're a veteran, because guess what? We're going to have an awareness conference with them on disabilities, okay? Understanding to the spouses and to the veterans what they should be receiving as a veteran. Even once they pass, a lot of spouses don't know what is the obligation of the government to give them once they pass. We want to make sure that they know. Once they are gone, you can't bring it back and try and get those benefits for them, okay? But we can do something while they're here. Also, to the veterans that didn't apply, we are still going to have this certificate. Well, we need your DD-214, your application, and a picture. We're still going to take these applications, okay? Next year, it'll be a little easier for us. We know what we have to do. You will not have to pay that $100. Put your pictures in because we want to recognize every veteran that has been in Oakwood. This year was going to be very special because it's our 250-year anniversary of the United States. Okay, so it's something very personal. It's something that we should do because the veterans have given so much. They gave their lives for us and our freedom and democracy. This is the least we can do by putting their face up on our streets, okay, and recognizing them in our community. Okay, that's it. And then look out, we're going to try and have one more thing and I'm done. A veterans luncheon, and all veterans in Oakwood will be invited to that luncheon, and the Veteran Commission, the head of the Veteran Commission will be at that luncheon, and that's going to be done on Veterans Day. All right, sure. We'll get the information out to you, okay? And for everyone who wants to see what our banners look good. We're going to make sure these banners are put up so much time you can get them. And they will definitely, I said.
And we are, and one more thing, we are putting our, because we got a month later this year, we're putting our veterans that we got this year, come next year too, but we will add whatever applications have been.
Right. We're not gonna give them back. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put them up next year. We're gonna have them there. Okay, thank you.
Pictures submitted have to be 5 by 7 or larger.
Right, correct. I think it'll be better.
Okay, any more reports from council? No more reports, and we're going to open the floor for public comment.
Please. Sharon Macklin, OPO. I have a question for Freeman. The boats that you take, what do you do with the trailers?
The trailer, the one that was on, Swanee, is just in the service department right now. The trailer is pretty much shot.
Yeah, it's broke.
Yeah.
It's broke. We're trying to scrap it. I'm gonna have to talk to the law department about there's a couple engines in it. We don't know if we could, because it's gonna cost us. It's a big boat. We have, you know.
Well, the reason I asked.
We have to pay to get rid of it.
We have a guy that does welding, and he will fix it up for me. The reason I asked, because my husband used them for grills. You see the grill he made? And that's what it's on, a boat trailer. And that trailer sat up for 20 years and sold it. It had brake fines, everything.
Yeah, we were gonna see if we could put it on gov deals, and I'm not sure if we can't, so I gotta go through the law department for the whole boat.
I don't want the boat.
And no one may want the boat, but someone might give it $1,000
Right.
Well, if you put a trailer there, you don't want it.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably will
He's got
have
one for
some of
grills.
them, yeah. This one's awful big, this is big.
Well, the boat, the trailer that I have my grill on now is a huge trailer. It's a huge grill.
We'll get an answer for you, but we don't have it right now.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So, to respond with Councilman Sims, I do have my letter of termination. And I think it's only right, the hard work that I put in this village with the residents and with council, that my statement be heard. Because they do have a right to know why I was terminated. So I have my letter right here.
Of termination.
Yes.
But you probably should file a formal complaint. We have a process for this. You know, you need to follow it if you feel you've been treated unfairly, because if you don't, there's a procedure set up for stuff like this. Embarrassing one another. I don't know if that's, she hasn't said anything about you in public, I don't believe, at least not to me, or I don't buy any other council members there. It's just, it's not gonna help any situation, I guess, but we understand that you feel that you were wrongfully terminated.
But don't the residents have the right to know why I was terminated and council?
Well, if you read her letter of termination, I guess that's a public record, you know?
Right.
But, I don't, can I see it, or I don't know what it says there, I don't know what it says, I haven't reviewed it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, why don't you just file a formal complaint?
No, my family's a resident, and my family has been getting phone calls and visit from residents wondering why I was terminated. And that's why I said I think that they have the right to know. I can't deny that I was terminated, that I was fired.
We'll share your letter with everyone.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Councilman Sims, could you continue with my statement?
No, I mean, we'll share it, but why don't you just give us a copy, so we'll share it among ourselves.
Okay. And with the residents?
Well, I don't even, not this time, anyway.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's about, I get like a trial in Missouri.
No, but I mean, I understand, because it's public record. So, I'll be able to share it with the news team. And I have already spoken with the lawyer, so I already knew what to say and what not to say.
Well, that's true, we have been in contact. I don't think this is the forum again, this is a council, it's a council meeting. We're not here to, I think there's too much that's going on in our city. But not because of you, I mean, but we just take a step back, act professionally, and not embarrass.
Well, it was embarrassing when I was terminated.
I don't know anything about it, honestly.
Okay, well, I do, because I was there.
Can we say this? We're going to have to abide by the law. Okay. I'm sure this is not the end.
Oh, no.
This is, we'll follow the process, okay?
Okay, so Councilman Sims, with my request, can you make sure all council receive my statement?
Yes, sir.
Because they do have the right to know.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Other public comments? We'll close the floor to public comments. You start to read the legislation, please. Madam Clerk. Here's a question. We're going to read 2026-51. The question is, what is the next sequential number for legislation? So it'll become what?
The number will still be 51.
Okay, great. So are we fortunate enough to have them follow sequentially?
Yes.
Oh, great.
This is double drainage. All right, 51 is, that's your plan.
Yes, sir. The last question.
All right, proceed.
Proceed, please.
Madam Chair, ordinance number 2026-51 is an ordinance retaining James Clymer, who's our current law director, providing compensation for services during his transition. He's retired, and but he will need to be consulted about issues before, by all of us moving forward. So he wants to be upfront with what his compensation will be. So for services in transitioning the activities of the law department to the person appointed as the interim law director and the replacement law director, declaring an emergency. So he knows, and we know that he needs to be consulted. He's way more involved than I know, but I have to rely on him. So he's asking to be compensated for his time.
May I have a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved. Bliss.
Need a second? Second. Roll call.
Hardin,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Abstain.
Matlock,
Yes.
Davis,
This is to put it on the,
No. This is just, it's already on the agenda, and it's being read as 2026-51. Okay, and the question that you're answering is to suspend the rules. Yes.
Sims.
Yes.
The motion has passed for suspension.
Now, we did have one abstain.
Abstain.
Ms. Goddard, we had one abstention. Out of 7.
Question.
It passed.
and question too.
I mean, that's a motion. Pardon?
I have a question on that question. What measures are being taken, or have we started interviewing anyone else for that position?
I believe the mayor, has been actively seeking a replacement. I'm not sure she's.
And she answered?
Yes.
I mean, she would know, right?
Well, it's just-
She's sitting right here.
Yes, I have been actively interviewing, and we have a letter of agreement that's currently being reviewed by our law director.
The question's been answered, the motion is passed
For suspension.
for suspension.
I have a question on the also. I want to know, the section 2, the 15,000, is that for 1 year? It doesn't say. It just says 15,000, up to 15,000. The total amount will be 15,000 on section 2. So what is that? There's no time limit, it doesn't say. Is that for no year, or do you know?
I understood it's not a time limit. Oh, you're not asking me.
I'm asking.
But it's a dollar amount.
But I know, but what is it, up to just 15,000 he's allowed to make period or whatever time, or just for this time? I mean, this is June 26th, but then it goes in effect June 30th, so is it the rest of this year? Or what, yeah, I don't know. the time.
Well, until he's replaced, I believe you're.
So he's allowed to make up to 15,000?
Per month, he says.
Oh, per month?
Well, he's promising not to exceed, not.
What does it say then? I don't see that. On a monthly basis, okay. So not exceed the total amount of
Well, it's not
15,000
guaranteed,
without
he's got
part
earned,
percent.
I mean, he did, but he's.
I've been asking about the same
Yeah,
parcels for months. This is,
Yeah. Mr. Law Director, did you answer her question? Mary, ask your question again, please.
The 15,000, that says up to a month, each month we're allowed to get 15,000, or the total is 15,000 period?
Per month. I don't know why he chose that figure. I didn't.
So we're looking at for the remainder of this year, if we go through.
If he doesn't find us, if we don't, she doesn't.
Well, I think the mayor intends to do so in the next month or so here,
All
for
right,
sure.
hold on. There's a question. The question was answered. It's 15,000 per month. But I'm hearing the question is, for how long? So, as a council, do you want to amend it and put it for X number of months? Or you're gonna leave it like it is, which leaves it open? That's my understanding. So what is your pleasure?
I would not like to have 15,000 a month for whatever, open forever till something else comes in. I'm sorry, I don't.
So, Mr. Law Director, am I correct? If they have to find out, is that 5 months, 6 months?
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, Madam Chair.
All right. It's being discussed. How many months do you want this to be in effect? At 15,000 a month,
At maximum.
maximum.
15,000 a month, which is approximately 80 hours of legal work that he would do at $189 an hour.
There's your math, Council. What's your pleasure?
Maybe I'm confused, but section 2, it says, "The fees for the foregoing services shall be billed on a monthly basis and shall not exceed the total amount of $15,000 without prior consent of the council and mayor." To me, that reads, it's not 15,000 a month, it's 15,000 in total for whatever the transition time is. Am I reading that incorrect?
But why did he put bill on a monthly basis? He's gonna bill us 15,000. To me, that's.
If I may, my council president, this is Mayor Nicolich. My understanding of it is our law director has worked on a monthly billing cycle. Each month he gives us a bill for the work that he's done, right? So each month we get a bill, he bills us hourly. We don't pay a retainer, meaning we don't give him a monthly amount that, each month regardless of what he does. For everything he does, he submits a bill. So what this says to me is that until a replacement is found, which is generous because it is in the interest of the village that we retain this support while, we get someone in here to replace him, but it's not saying that's what will be paid, it's what will be billed monthly. So next month, he will bill if he's needed on an as-needed basis, whereas Montello is sitting here and he's also working, so he's no longer coming to the council meeting, so he's no longer billing for that. So each month, until a replacement is found, that's the cap. So this is a support to the village in that until someone is found, he's willing to offer his services and continue in the same method that he's been billing. So it's a bill that we receive. He's not going to receive 15,000 unless he works that amount. But he's already stepped back. He's not even working that amount now. So it's just up to. So if there's a term limit on it, you would only be saying, oh, we don't want your support past 3 months, And if that's the case, you're saying we don't want you to help us if we don't have a law director. So it's an agreement that he's offering his time to support the village through the transition. And even if someone who is there needs his insight or he has questions, they're still gonna reach out to him. They're still gonna need information from him, so they'll be asking him questions, and so he will be billing at these same rates during that transition when someone is in place. So it's the same billing structure, it's just capped at 15. Before it was capped at maybe 90,000 for the year, but same scenario, nothing's changed, it's just that now he's no longer the law director.
Okay, Mayor, you explained it one way, the law director sitting next to me explained it a little differently.
Yeah.
So,
I said my understanding, so.
but here's the question. Excuse me, what do you want to say?
No, you can finish it up.
Mr. Law Director, we will be guided by your interpretation of what that is, or if you want us to, it won't be for another 2 weeks, what is your pleasure? Because as the chair, I want your explanation of what we're voting on.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I'd say it's a $15,000 monthly cap. I wouldn't put a time frame on it.
I wouldn't either, but based on what you said, that's just what I'm asking,
Yes, I would say just pass it as is.
okay?
Question. It doesn't specify a volume of work, correct?
What it does, as an attorney, for everything he does, the clock is running. Every time he answers the phone, the clock is running. That's how it goes right now, today.
But I'm also talking about turnaround time for things that we request. That's not being done in that same rapid time frame.
That's another issue, but he's billing us, he's still billing us in the same
I know
manner.
he's billing us.
So what are you saying?
I voted.
Like, just like that, I'm not charging anything extra during this transition. I'm just, my salary, I'm not billing hourly, so that helps any. I don't know if it does or doesn't.
One more time.
By agreement.
Ask the question, and then I'm gonna ask one more time. I want you to think about it, because we're gonna vote on it tonight based on what your interpretation. What is your question?
I'm looking at this, and since February, we've been, we've had the understanding that he's on his way out. But he's a good help to the village. We're not saying if we put 2 months on here, that we don't need his help. We're saying that we should be.
That's not being suggested by myself.
I understand that. You have other things. But, I believe, me personally, I believe that it should be 2 months. Because we should be in the process of finding a law director, at this point.
I disagree. I disagree. If we're going to vote for it, as I'm understanding from the Mr. Law Director,
There's so much.
one more time. First, personally, I will not vote to put a cap on the months. Because I will not sit in this seat without without legal attorneys. That's right.
So are there others that can be retained for consultation purposes? I mean, there are others. She mentioned that she has someone in mind. Maybe they could be available during the interim, or, I mean, there are other options. Are there not?
Okay. That's for discussion. Are you saying we're dealing with client right now, so you vote accordingly based on,
Well, we're good until the 30th, and we do a first read, and then have a meeting.
we suspend the
Well, Madam Chairman, I would say you can terminate this anytime you like. Say, if you feel he's being, I don't know, you don't want him to, you can modify it, you can terminate it.
Absolutely.
Anytime you like.
Are we supposed to discuss this in executive session?
Well, it's okay, and we're not trying to hide anything.
All right.
But you can, if you'd like to.
No, we're not, because either we're gonna keep doing or we're not. Let's move on. This isn't that hard. We have a motion. Mr. Sims, did you get your question answered?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Law Director, one more time for the record. How is this interpreted? Is it $15,000 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A cap on it?
Yes.
A cap up to 15,000? Okay. And there's no, and there's the
The importance of council and administration collaborating at a meeting outside of, it still can be public, I guess, but we need to collaborate more, because these things should have been discussed together before this meeting. And here we are, we're obligated to make some type of decision without all the facts. And I just want that for the record.
I have one comment to make. I just added, or I'll just multiply the 15,000 times 12 months, that's 280,000 if it's a whole year. $280,000.
So they're saying for $189,
If it's 15,000 per month.
not to exceed 15,000 a
Up to
month.
15,000.
I thought council canceled that meeting.
Council did not cancel that meeting.
Council did not cancel
No.
that.
Yes.
Council.
We
I did
have
not
a
cancel that
motion
meeting.
on the floor. We have a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I made the motion, right?
You make the motion?
Yeah, okay, just want to make sure.
I have a second. You want a second? Second.
I'll second.
I won't give you a button.
So much too, I mean, there's so many little things that he's been involved in that.
Evans Warren,
No.
Matlock,
Yes.
Davis,
No.
Sims.
No, ma'am.
This motion did not pass.
So it's a first, it's be treated as a first reading. I don't think he's pushing to get, I mean, he did submit this a couple of weeks ago, or a week or so ago.
We just saw it today.
Oh,
This is our first.
so it was on there.
May I, Council Clerk, when do you circulate the agendas?
Madam Chair, no, you weren't done. No, we're moving on, we're moving
Okay.
on. We're moving on. So then you didn't,
Treat it as a first reading.
well, I don't care about not saying that. I'm writing this tonight.
Yes.
We're moving on.
So 52, you're on.
Okay, we're on 52. So that was, you're saying it's first read?
Yes.
All right.
It didn't pass.
All right,
As an emergency. You need 5.
okay.
So,
Madam
2026,
Clerk, Madam Clerk, but you know, that's the first read.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
Madam, would you second?
2026-52 is a resolution approving and accepting the proposed 2026 tax budget for the year January 1st, 2027 to December 31st, 2027, and declaring an emergency.
I make a motion to suspend the rules.
May I have a second? Second. Roll call.
Sims,
Yes, ma'am.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Matlock,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Harden.
Yes.
Motion has passed to suspend rules.
We have a motion,
I make a motion to approve.
may I have a second?
2026-52, please.
Slim Jimmy, second.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Harden,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Sims.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion has passed.
53.
Resolution number 2026-53, resolution authorizing the mayor and engineer to make application to the Cuyahoga County Department of Development, Community Development Supplemental Grant Program for 2027, and authorizing the signing of contracts and other documents relevant thereto and declaring an emergency.
On the motion to suspend.
Well, are we doing this on first reading? Does it have Wayne doesn't have the parking here?
No, so
It does say in
the legislation did mention that, so can we, during discussion, can we amend that to change that, to take that name out of there? It only appears in one place.
I'm good with it, if everybody else is.
I have a question. I want to park out because it's not necessarily, as you stated, it's not designated necessarily for the park. Is that correct?
Right, exactly. You're gonna take the name of the park out of the legislation.
This one, I didn't see it in here. Does it have it? first?
Yes, it appears in there. It appears,
Oh, okay.
Then I have another question. Once we apply for it, if it's granted, at what point do we make the decision? Do you come back to council?
at what point do you make the decision about,
What is it going to be spent on?
Decisions made right
Will there
now.
be another legislation?
That's my question.
no, so by taking the park out of it, I've gotten the direction from you that this would be for road improvements.
Yes.
I've already explained what I'll do. I'm either going, don't get that funding. If we do get that funding, I'm going to apply for rock and curb.
Want to make sure we're all crystal clear.
I have clear direction from you, so that's what this will be.
Thank you. All right, where are we with the motion to do the suspension? Did we complete that?
We did not.
We have a motion to suspend the rules, please.
Suspend the rules
For
2026-53. Taking out, with the amendment to it, taking out the park at the bottom of wherever it's listed. Spent.
Substituting with to fund road improvement.
Road improvements, yeah, we'll state road improvements.
So that was a motion to suspend with that amendment.
Yes.
There's a second? I'll second it. Roll call.
Sims,
Suspend, just suspend.
Yes, ma'am.
With those changes, Sam.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yeah.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes, please.
Motion has passed.
To suspend.
To suspend.
May I have a motion for passage?
I make a motion to pass 2026-53 with the amendments included as spoken
May I have a
before.
second?
I second.
Roll call, then.
Matlock,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Yes,
Sims,
ma'am.
Hardin,
Yes.
Bliss,
No.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Evans Warren.
Yes.
Motion has passed. Okay, May, I have, would you read 2054, please?
Yes, ma'am. A resolution authorizing the mayor and the village engineer to make another application to the Cuyahoga County Department of Development, Community Development Block Grant Program for 2027, and authorizing the signing of contracts and other documents relevant thereto and declaring an emergency. And again, we would have to remove the park and substitute it with road improvement projects.
Yes.
I make a motion to suspend the rules for 2026-54 with the amended, that's spoken by our attorney, or law director.
Second.
Changes?
Davis,
Yes, please.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Sims,
Yes, ma'am.
Matlock.
Yes.
This motion has passed to suspend.
May I have a motion?
I make a motion to pass 2026-54 with the amendments read by the law director for this legislation.
Second. Roll call.
Could you clarify what those were once again?
It's just substituting in section 1, the
Listed in Parker.
it says 20% municipal community development for the following project. We had the Gloria Wainwright Park Playground Improvement Project, we're substituting road improvement project.
So we're taking out that, okay.
Yes.
I was in favor of the playground. So.
Yes, yeah, that.
See, okay.
Hardin,
Yes.
Bliss,
No.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Sims.
Yes, ma'am.
This motion has passed.
Okay, we're on 2026-55.
It's an ordinance authorizing the mayor to submit a grant application to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources for funding under the Nature Works Program for the Gloria Wainwright Park Improvements Project and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend.
Second.
Second. Scruggs.
Okay. Evans Warren,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Sims.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Motion is passed to suspend.
This should be good. May I have a motion to pass, for passage for 2026-55?
So moved, Bliss.
Second. Scruggs.
Sims,
No.
Davis,
No, thank you.
Hardin,
No.
Bliss,
I got a brain fog there. This is for the grant.
The Nature Works.
This is for the Nature Works grant that we're voting on right now, that we're looking at getting in-kind support for.
And paying 25% out of the city money, yes.
I'm voting for that.
Okay.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Evans Warren,
Yes.
Matlock.
Yes.
So this motion did not pass.
Well, I think it was 5-2, so.
5-2.
it
No,
did
there
pass.
was 3 votes, even though it did pass. Oh,
Yes.
oh wait, yes, sorry.
No problem. So I get paid.
Yeah,
That's why we're glad you're here.
yeah, 3.
Where does it now?
Let's go back.
Yes. Okay. Was it not 43, or you haven't added it for me?
I have 3 votes for no.
That's right.
Oh, that was 1-2.
That's-
I still don't.
Oh, I'm sorry, then let's treat it as the first reading.
So that's the first reading, right?
Yes.
Correct.
That's what I want.
If you need some more.
This emergency is.
It's due on 15th or something?
It's due on the day after we come back. The day after we come back.
That's correct, yeah, so
Yeah, Monday.
we can read it again on
I
that Tuesday,
understand.
and I can submit it next
I
time.
understand.
Yep.
Okay, is that, was that the last one?
Yes.
Is there anything else? Okay. There's no more business, tonight's business? May I have a motion, to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Willis,
Yes.
Scruggs,
Yes.
Evans,
Yes.
Hardin,
You know what? There was, before we did not read, there was a piece of legislation you didn't read. For the clerk, yeah, did I hear that? We did not read, we have not officially adjourned, we didn't finish. This is a first,
Second.
yeah, this was the second read, Mr. Robert. Yes, it should be.
First reader, second.
There's a second read. Just dawned on me, there's another piece of legislation. It was the only piece on the original agenda.
2655.
Motion to dismiss or?
We didn't complete it, so it did not pass. We're still in session. I just happened to think about it, sorry about that. Do you see it?
You need it?
Should be on yours. It's on your packet.
I'll get that down.
It'll barely be second read, but we need to deal with it.
Yeah, it's not in.
It's not in the packet.
Okay, let's try to do something. You're just doing it a second read tonight, then?
Yes, it was 50. It was 50.
To read the.
The only notes in the packet is just the statement here.
Right?
Does Ms. Clark's go? Who wants to read it?
All right, so proceed.
Yes, go ahead.
2026-50 is an ordinance reorganizing the clerk of court's office and declaring an emergency. And we're just
It's
giving.
a second read. That was a second read.
Okay.
There was also a question regarding the fact that it's on, we remove the emergency. So it will be in effect how many days after it's passed?
30 days.
All right, everybody understand that?
So if we suspend today and pass it,
It would be 30 days.
3 days from today, instead of waiting till.
it would be before it would be before August 1st.
Yes, you can still do it when you come back. Is that correct?
Sure, I mean, if it's.
Yeah, you can still do it before you come back. But I just wanted you to understand the 30
Second
days.
reading.
I think, we're looking into, well, whatever.
If we come back the second week in July, second Tuesday,
We're only coming the
Isn't that-
first Tuesday. We come the first Tuesday in July, the
First
second
Tuesday.
Tuesday we're off.
First
It'll be
Tuesday,
July
second is
6th
too
or
late.
7th, right?
Oh, first
The second Tuesday, you're here.
The first reading, the second week.
The second,
The 15th.
July 15th to August 25th. is
we have a meeting on the
when I'll be out.
14th.
You're here, you have time to pass it. I just want everybody to understand. Okay, it is a second reading thing, okay? All right,
I'll get a motion.
I want it ready. Now may I have a motion for adjournment?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second, Simpson.
Lucas.
but we need to change the legislation then, instead of August 1st, it needs to be September 1st, correct?
That would be a good idea, yes.
Do we have to do that?
I mean, not right now, you can do it at the next meeting, which is,
14th.
yeah.
Everybody okay with this?
Yeah, that's fine.
We got a motion on the floor.
Roll call.
Sims,
Yes, ma'am.
Davis,
Yes, please.
Evans,
Yeah.
Hey, Captain, let me just talk to you for 1 minute. You going to the back or you going right out?
No, I'm going in the back.
Bliss.
That's the question. Yes.
Hardin,
Yes.
Scruggs.
Yes.
Can I have one second? What was
You
that?
did Evans one?
Yes, I did, yes.
Thank you so much, man.
So, meeting adjourned?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you a comment. When we talk about
Yes, let's
personnel
go.
matters, huh?